Hi. Another question I was asked is, why is it so difficult to communicate with some people, to talk to some people? And actually in the last video I talked about Adler and Freud, and I mentioned Jung, but I didn't talk about him very much. Jung, if you like, is the grandfather of modern psychometric profiling. He kind of developed that your personality dictates your performance in life. It's not true, but it's some really good research on which DISC is based. And DISC is a tool that's really, really good for helping to understand why different people communicate in different ways. And there are 4 major personalities, and they're all circumstantial, and they've all got to do with the situation, etc. But people have a dominant style, and they can switch between them. So there's 4 types. There's D, I, S, and C. So D stands for dominant. These are the sort of people who sit at the head of a round table. In fact, the best description of this I've ever come across was from a guy called Andrew Cousins. He's a great coach. He's on Facebook. Check him out. And it was, imagine that a new outdoor swimming pool is opening today. And everybody's coming along, but they're coming along for different reasons, and they've got different drivers to do it. The Ds are going to come along because they're going to be the first in the pool. They're not even going to check if there's any water in it, but they will be the first in the pool. You know the kind of people I'm talking about. Then there's the I's. These are the influencers, if you like. But these are the influential people. These are the people that are going to bring all of their friends. They're going to have a great gang of people around them. They're going to be having a barbecue on the edge. Going to be having great fun. They might not even get in the pool, but they will have a hell of a time. Then there's the S's. The S's are steadier, studious. They're worried about long-term communications. They tend to do things a little bit more slowly, a little bit more considered. And they're going to be there with their friends, and they're going to line up at the edge of the pool, and they're all going to get in together to make sure that nobody's left out. And then there's the C's, who are still at home checking the building regs because they want to make sure that it's been built to code properly. And they will be along later, but they're going to make sure that they've checked all of the data first. And that's why it's difficult to talk to some people some of the times. If you happen to be a D and you're talking to an S, you're going to find that you need to adapt your approach. And that, I thought, was helpful in terms of communicating with people.